Very warm welcome to everyone seeing the slide. Today we are going to see five case laws, their facts, and the very key point that was held in these cases. The first case is Olive Enterprises Private Limited versus Additional CIT. The facts of this case are: first, the case was the company was a domestic company which had some private assets, which are two cinema theaters and a shopping complex. Next, the company was managed by three directors. Now, coming towards the main part of the company is the Mr. P. K. Swami was the account management of the company. Now, under this, Mr. P. K. Swami has made a fraudulent entries in the company's account using his private account as on the name of company, had forced himself to make a mess of rupees 12,53,000 for the company's overdraft and used his private account to make all those details. Now, coming towards the issue of the case, can an employee use his own account to make transactions for the company? Now, to answer this, yes, the manager, the accountant can use his own private account or to make some entries for the company if given in the memorandum of association and to be mentioned what is the limit. Now, coming towards the second issue, what is the limit that a person can transact from his private account to the company's account, which means an employee can use his account for company's transaction. The limit based by the IT, which is income tax, is rupees 20,000. Now we see there's a very clear violation of this, which is rupees 12,53,000 made. Now the violation under this case are section 271D of the IT Act, violation of MOA of the company, breach of duty. Now moving towards a second case, we have Shraddha versus Suresh. Shraddha and Suresh both studied in same colleges. They soon met each other, agreed to get married, had a grand wedding. Now, in this, the main point to be noted is when when Shrad, when Shraddha and Suresh got married, Suresh's parents asked for dowry 1 crore rupees and a Mercedes. Now, going further, when the demand was not fulfilled, she was given poor food, she wasn't taken care, she was ill treated. Suresh used to, and she was sent back to her father's home. Suresh was an alcoholic who used to drink and trouble her. Now, moving towards the case, we then see that Shraddha was found dead. Now, how was she found dead? There were 10 witnesses on the crime scene. There was an organic phosphorus, which was the poison used to kill Shraddha. She was found dead in her bedroom with the organic phosphorus in her hand. Now, under this, the sections that violate is IPC section 498A, 304B, 299, which is asking for dowry, cruelty, and culpable homicide. Vandana versus Suresh. Moving towards our third case, Vandana and Suresh got married in 1994. Vandana was preparing for Sapti, Suresh was preparing for his IPS exam. Where after 6 years, they both went to their native, Suresh's native, where Vandana was humiliated, and due to that humiliation, Vandana had gone through some mental troubles. Under this time, Suresh has passed his IPS exam, which he was preparing for 6 years, and then filed for a divorce from Vandana. Now, coming towards the issue over here, can a temporary mental issue be a problem, and can it be given a judgment for divorce? Can restoration of conjugal rights apply over here? Can the order of law court be squashed? Now, the key fact to know is Suresh filed the divorce after he becoming the IPS. The court gave the verdict on the basis of her illness, which can be treated, which is a curable disease. Now, coming towards our fourth case, Preeti Singh versus Pradeep Singh. Now, under this case, Ram Singh and Devi Singh are the parents of Pradeep Singh. Shivam Singh is the brother of Pradeep Singh. Preeti and Pradeep got married. They both shifted as soon as they got married to New Delhi. The demand Pradeep wanted to start a new business, so the demand for dowry started as soon as they shifted to New Delhi, which was in the year 2012. Now, in the meanwhile, Pradeep and Preeti were blessed with a son called Sham. Soon, in in 4 to 5 years, when Pradeep did not progress too much and the dowry wasn't fulfilled, Pradeep threatened Preeti to kill Sham and poured kerosene on him and killed him, and soon later even killed Preeti. Now, under this, the violations are Section 498 of IPC, Section 3 and 4 of Dowry Prohibition Act, Section 304 of IPC. As Pradeep is still the accused for her murder and not proven, and the charges against Pradeep and his family are only for dowry for current situation. Nakul and others versus the state. Ashima is the only daughter of Anand and Sumit Chakravarti. Now, under this, Sumita and Anand are of low middle class family who took a loan of rupees 29 lakh only to send Asima, their daughter, to IIM Ahmedabad to complete her MBA. Over there, Asima met Nakul. They both fell in love, got married. Nakul belonged to a rich family. Later, after getting married, Asima declined a bank job. She wanted to pursue her doctorate, which Nakul's family was against and started abusing her, harassing her. The key facts of the case was Asima was found dead in her house. Mr. Anand Chakravarti filed a complaint against Nakul, her father-in-law, and her mother-in-law for dowry, which is 304B, 302, 498A, 120B of IPC. So these are the facts of the cases, and these were the analysis of the cases made. Thank you.